Hi folks, I'm John Smetana. Everybody in pretty much Cleveland calls me Johnny S or Batman. I've been down here in downtown Cleveland now for roughly 6 years now, where I make custom baseball bats. And essentially what I do are make family heirlooms. I start with somebody's signature on the front of the bat with whatever association you wish to make, whatever logo you want on any color, type, size bat you can imagine. And then on the back of the bat, the most important thing I do is I take your handwritten message and I engrave that on the back of the bat. Whether it's a grandfather talking to a grandson, corporate gift, I do a lot of those. I do a lot of birth bats, where a little boy just born and then his uncle or his father or his friend talking to him, telling him, giving him words of encouragement on the back of a piece of Americana, which is a baseball bat. I started the business basically in my backyard. I built a barn on my property in 2007-8, and as I just was messing around, really, just as my kids, I was becoming an empty nester. And as it happened, I was just screwing around making bats in my backyard, one here, one there, that didn't even look like baseball bats, really. But slowly got better and better, and an old Ben Franklinism is a want of care does more damage than want of knowledge. So I knew I cared a lot and would continuously try to make it better and different and more unique. Like one of the things I still say, I said, tell our guys all the time around here, slow it down and make it better. I think one of the things too that really is huge for us, there's nobody else really in the country doing what we're doing, and ours gets lost. The artwork is so beautiful that we do, the colors and the stains. People have come into the store and they've never seen translucent blues, greens, reds, yellows on wood before. So that's kind of one thing for people to adjust to. But really the thing that has made me a friggin' rock star is the handwritten message on the back of the bat. That's somebody over time, grandfathers, uncles, brothers, fathers to sons, sons to fathers. It crisscrosses so many genres. It's just awesome, and I've never heard of it before. And to do it on a piece of Americana, a baseball bat, it doesn't get any better. I say it all the time. We make heirlooms for people. They're instant heirlooms. And I've taken my pricing. When I started the store, when I first opened, I was $135 a bat, 5 times the sales now, and we're at $300+ a bat. Slowing it down and making it better. The grits, our sandpaper, our coatings, everything is the top of the food chain. And it shows in the end product, because people just always, their expectation level when they buy a bat from us is high. They expect it to be awesome, and I can tell you that it's just commonplace for them to say, wow, it turned out better than I imagined, and I had lofty goals for it. There's really no patent pending on anything we do. I'm sure imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and we will be imitated in time. But it's kind of a funny thing with me. I would have thought that, and I've said this about the business, that the oldest form of communications that man has had been hieroglyphics, where they wrote inside of cave walls. Well, prior to that, they were writing on their clubs. So you would think I'm in the oldest business in the world, but oddly enough, I'm the only one that I know that's actually in it to the level I'm in it now, where it's just 100% commemorative. We're not after any of the competitive market at all. We want to be in somebody's, like we say, our tagline is Johnnyville Woods, because men have mantles, and we have a mantle here that kind of is as masculine as it gets. Are we currently making money? Yes, we are currently making money. We have been doing very well. I bought a large amount of wood a number of years back that was caught in customs for a very little amount of money. And again, going back to Ben Franklin, there's opportunity all around us waiting for the observant eye to discover it. And I looked at the amount of baseball bats that I had purchased, which were a tremendous amount for a very little bit of money. And that was the opportunity that bore this and said, hey, I'm either going to screw up in the classroom and learn it, or I'm going to learn it out here in the school in Knox. I can easily increase my sales, buy extra engravers. I put people on full time from an IT standpoint, where we're just turning bats as quickly as we can place the order. We could be creating the bats and shipping them in really short order. And we have such a branding for quality here in Cleveland that we've made that it really, we're set up to be immensely profitable. And This actually got started. I was screwing around in my backyard and I got the deal, that's true, but I would have sat on it forever. But I had a situation with my youngest son, Jess, who just got a little upside down on how he felt about himself, and through just the luckiest man on earth, he's alive today after a pretty brutal suicide attempt. And at that moment, every father, I spent several days where just absolutely in shock and a mess, and then I figured it out, what I had to do. Figured out, I said, hey, well, I can't leave him my job, which I took him to work after he got out of the hospital for a few weeks. And then after that, I said, well, let's do something with the baseball bats. I'll quit my job and start making the baseball bats. So I always like to say the whole Johnnyville thing was just built out of love anyway. Again, I'm already profitable. Am I insanely profitable? Maybe someday, but now I'm just very profitable. So I like it, and it's been easy for me. It's been fun, and everybody around me feels the same sense of pride that does the guys that sand bats for me, my IT people. Everybody's excited about being part of this. Folks in Cleveland like to always come in. I played my college football for the Miami Hurricanes, and from 1979 through 1984, and I was fifth-year senior on the very first national champion football team that the Hurricanes had. Jim Kelly beat me out at quarterback, and then moved over to wide receiver, and then played my last 3 years at the U. And Bernie Kosar was my quarterback my senior year. The last football game I ever played in, we beat Nebraska 31-30 to win the national championship. And guys like to come in from all over the place and talk about it and shoot the shit. Like, I love this one. This is a birth bat. We've done a lot of birth bats where we get a little boy's name and a Cleveland association, and here's his uncle talking to him on the back of the bat. Just words of encouragement. And this bat will travel with this kid for his whole life. Of all the things that seem to come in your life, come and go, my bats aren't one of them. You can see we could take anything from a local flavor here. What's really great about this is the translucent orange color. And of course, being in Cleveland, we love our brownies to come back. Really cool there. Some of the neat, kind of simple, fun artwork we get with. And it can be anything anybody really takes a fancy to. Here's our big, everybody knows in Cleveland, our big LeBron. We love our LeBron. You put it on some wood with his signature. He just loves it. And this was given to LeBron. LeBron got this actual bat. We do a lot of music themes. Somebody will put on, there's a silver and black one from Running with the Pack, Bad Company album. And a lot of times this will have a guy scoot this out and bring this over and have a signature put inside in the handwritten message. I'll bring you over here to see the super personal ones we have. Here's one, really a beautiful bat. Guy loves Cleveland, so I love him. And there's his signature and a beautiful salutation from his fiancée. This is a wedding, given it to her for their wedding. We're putting a top coat on right now. The bats will go through roughly 3 stages of this. This bat's going to have a different color handle, a flame handle on it. And this is how we do it. And it hangs here for a minute or so. It dries about 2 minutes. And then we'll hang it up on the other side after it dries. And it'll go through 3 processes of this. And what this will allow us to do, it'll give us an absolutely pristine finish with the coatings drying on there. It can't be any better. It's submerged. And then when it dries, it'll get us a perfect sheen on the bat. Like if you look at this bat here, just absolutely flawless. And then when we stick it in the laser engraver, we're able to remove all the acrylic and the wood and give it real depth. And this is a laser engraver that we have that it can do the smaller fields, which ours is essentially 165 inches by 9.375 inches from far left to far right on a typical upright bat, a vertical bat. And it works very similar to it's like reading a printing line, and except it's a beam of light that hits it instead of ink. So all we do is kind of massage that paint right in there, fill it up. Liquitex, very quality little paint job. And that's it right there.